some long games to start the second set, and I start to feel really, I don't know why, I really was surprised how bad I was feeling in the second, physically. And we had long exchanges, but also I kind of dropped my level and made a lot of unforced errors and kind of got him back into the match. So I'm glad that I kind of reset myself after the second set, and the third set was okay to finish up the match. There are positives, but also things that hopefully won't happen in terms of like how I feel on the court physically, the way I felt in the second set. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because then it makes my life on the court definitely much more challenging. And good thing 2 days off now. But yeah, it's slightly a concern of, I don't know, I don't have any injury or anything. I just struggled a lot to stay in like long exchanges and like to recover after a point. So it is what it is. But again, it was quite a bit of tension on the court, playing a young.
Okay, Novak Djokovic is there, and when a lot of people expect more from him, maybe just play 6-love. It should be proud. But looking at a game where he almost lost the second set 7-6, but he still went all the way. But looking at all the winners, Brandon Nakashima edged Jasper De Jong 6-2, 6-7, 2-6, 6-2, 7-6, and Danny Medvedev is out. Whoa, losing against Benjamin Bonzi 3-6, 5-7, 7-6, 6-love, 4-6. But more games to go down today in the ATP category of the US Open, with Jack Wong against Alexander Kovacevic, as Cameron Norrie will be up against Sebastian Korda. Looking at all the games scheduled for today, Jamais Ferrat against Jamit Munor, Mackenzie McDonald against Jan-Lennard Struff, Dino Priz-Mesh against Andrei Rublev, as Gabriel Diallo will be up against Damon Tozor, and Karen Khachanov will be up against Nishei Basa-Veredi. Now, away from the ATP category, same as the US Open games, now let's talk basketball this morning, as a host country, Angola was able to lift the AfroBasket Championship title with a needed win in that game decided in over the weekend. A lot of people might have said, okay, maybe the better team won. Yes, because it was a total blackout. Angola defeating Mali 70-43 points. Well, we're already getting your messages on the Facebook fan page this morning. Dave Kuti. Remember, guys, you can also jump on that platform. Let us get your take on some of the games that played over the weekend at the Nigeria Premier Football League, English Premier League, and more. Well, remember, the third place of the AfroBasket, Senegal defeated Cameroon 98-72 points. Well, remember, Nigeria could not get to the final. Not even the semi-final, but let's move on. All is good. All right. Well, you can be part of the show now. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM. Jump on these platforms. Let us get your take. Let us know what happened to your teams over the weekend. For those of you who have the Premier League fantasy, and most especially the Manchester City supporters. We were all here on Saturday, and the drama happened. And by the way, okay. Pastor Akinfenwa, the Chelsea fan, who I promised a branded, a customized Chelsea jersey should Chelsea win the next 5 games. So 1 game won already, 4 to go. I'm here with you. We keep checking your next 4 matches. If Chelsea can go all the way to win this next 4 matches, I will surely come to Living Spring Chapel's campground to drop your jersey.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Sabi dribble, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real low.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
Welcome back to Kickoff Sports Show. Now to the second half of the show where we talk football. Check the time right now. It is 9:14 and still Kickoff Sports Show. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. Now, 8 goals scored in 10 matches in the NPFL games decided over the weekend. Looking at all this, I mean, from 9 matches, a bigger pardon. Looking at all these games, the only game that produced more than a goal was the game where El Kanemi Warriors defeated Bendel Insurance 2-0. But for other games, Rivers United Remo Stars played a 1-0 draw right there in Abeokuta, with Rivers United picking the points against the defending champions Remo Stars. Wiki Tourists defeated Plateau United 1-0. No longer news that the Oluyole Warriors, with all the change of guard, rebranding, restructuring, lost at home at Lagos Salami Stadium. The match day won 1-0. And the Rangers Kun Khalifa played out goalless, same score line between Ikorodu City and Kwara United in Ilorin. Ikorodu City picking a point in that one, and Kun Khalifa also picking up a point on the road. Enyimba had a man sent off against Barao FC, but picking a point against the newly promoted side, maybe what they can go back home to enjoy in the match day one. Abia Warriors defeated Kano Pillars 1-0, and we saw a particular video where Kano Pillars had an equalizer, but there was an offside in that one. But 2 red cards dished out on the match day 1. Let's wait to see what happens in the match day 2 of the Nigeria Premier Football League. But looking at the Niger Tornadoes Nasarawa United's game is going down the next 2 days. So let us see. Maybe that game can produce more goals than expected. Maybe 3, 4, 5. I want to see a lot of goals. I don't like peace. I want goals. Well, remember, Shooting Stars, the Sports Club of Ibadan, will be on the road in the match day 2 in Edo State to play against Bendel Insurance, and for Bayelsa United will be back home playing against Barao FC in the match day 2. Now, checking messages on the Facebook fan page this morning, it looked like a man who is so when he came in, I mean, Dave Kuti, Duke Dan Dave, that's what we call him, said, good morning, young striker, Oluyole Warriors. I don't understand. Why are you shouting Oluyole Warriors this morning? Shooting Stars got started on a losing note as usual. And Fania Dugbo. Manchester United settled for a draw at Craven Cottage. Liverpool against Newcastle United will be a delight to watch as goals will roll in like a torrent flood. Okay. Oluwasegun Adeleke says, a beautiful morning to enjoy sports update. Thank you. Pastor Elori Sunday and Yokunle, good morning. Let us know the club you support, guys. Whenever you come on this Facebook fan page, let us know the club you support. I know Duke Dan Dave is a Chelsea fan. Oluwasegun Adeleke should be a Chelsea fan. He's also a Shooting Stars fan. I mean, I just don't know how you will feel this morning if you were to be a fan of Oluyole Warriors, I mean Shooting Stars, and be a fan of Manchester United, or be a Manchester City fan still supporting Shooting Stars. I don't know how you feel this morning. But me being a Remo Stars fan, well, I'm indifferent. At least we did not lose in Abeokuta. Alright, now move on. Let's move this morning. Let's talk about women's football before we go straight and talk about Premier League, La Liga, Italian Serie A, and German Bundesliga. Okay, now let's talk women's football here with Nigeria's Women Football League NWFL champions. Bayelsa Queens defeated Police Ladies of Ghana 2-1 in their opening fixture of the 2025 WAFU B Women's Champions League over the weekend. The Prosperity Girls dominated the opening exchanges and scored the curtain raiser at the 16th minute through Shakira Mashoud. The Yenagoa club face ASCO of Togo in their next game on Wednesday. We'll take you straight and go straight to Turkey this morning to talk about the Turkish Super League, where Victor Osimhen scored his first Turkish Super League goal of the season as Galatasaray hammered Kayserispor 4-0 away on Sunday. So this man started on a bright note. Okay, Oluwasegun Adeleke saying Arsenal the way, Chelsea no. All right, now let's take it straight to Italy, where Napoli started on a bright note. Kevin De Bruyne started on a positive note for Antonio Conte's side.
Politano teasing it in for McTominay. How many times did we see that last season? A new campaign, but the same old Napoli, the most valuable player after just a quarter of an hour, opens his account. Daniel Bolocka now. Doig taking over. It's pretty quick as well. De Bruyne bends it in, and it's gone all the way in. It's a debut goal for Napoli's new superstar, Kevin De Bruyne. Surati had to wait. He couldn't gamble on the ball flight, and in the end it's the curl which takes it into the corner. Now it's Luca, who went in with both studs showing, and Kone is sent off on his Serie A debut. Napoli begin their title defence with maximum points. Fabio Grosso's Sassuolo brushed aside by the Partenopei. It ends here at Mapei Stadium. Sassuolo 0 and Napoli 2.
So 2-0 it was, which you heard right there for Napoli, and there's nothing as good as you starting on a brighter note, most especially for the man who left Manchester City to come to the Italian Serie A and get goals in a 2-0 victory for Napoli. Now, looking at all the results of games, Genoa, Lecce played out goalless. AS Roma defeated Bologna 1-0. Cremonese defeated AC Milan 2-1. Como defeated Lazio 2-0. And shout out to that Como side. Fiorentina Cagliari played out 1-0 as the 10-man Juventus defeated Parma 2-0. As Atalanta Pisa played out 1-0 draw. Okay, now let's talk about games going down tonight in the Italian Serie A. It is a Monday night football. 2 games will be going down. Udinese will be up against Verona, and that will be by 5:30. But remember, 6:30 I'll be live here for extra time, where we look and serve you update of that particular live game. Inter Milan will be up against Torino by 7:45. We'll also give you much update from that one. I mean, ahead of that one, especially the lineup. So I know Manchester United fans will not want me to do this, but I have to do this morning, right? Let's take you back to Craven Cottage game, where it was 1-1 between Manchester United and Fulham.
Goodness me, Calvin Bassey has wrestled Mason Mount to the floor, and Muniz has wrestled Luke Shaw to the floor.
Fulham number 3 pulls Manchester player to the ground. Final decision, penalty kick.
Puts the ball over the bar. Bruno Fernandes misses a penalty from the right hand side towards the back post. Heads go up, it's a goal. Manchester United lead, and it's Lenny Yoro, moments after making an inch perfect tackle, comes up, trumps at the other end of the field. So Fulham have possession back. Ball into the box is turned home, and Manchester United have been pegged back by Emil Smith-Rowe. First touch of the ball for the second half substitute. Here is the ball from Brian and Burmo towards the back post. Header comes in, oh, it's just wide. What an opportunity, and it was Harry Maguire. Manchester United, despite taking the lead at Craven Cottage, through a deflected header from Lenny Yoro, unable to hold on. Emil Smith-Rowe equalised.
So that's also what happened for those who missed that game. Well, this is the only show where you have such updates. Now let's go straight and get the feedback from Ruben Amorim, the Manchester United manager, who said, well, when Manchester United scored, they were scared or they forgot how to play. But let's see how far they can go this season.
No, I forget about last season. I think the feeling is there. Like you said to you, when we were playing the game, we scored a goal. And I didn't feel that the team was more confident now to face the game. We were more concerned about now we are winning. We need to hold on the result. The goals are going to... we are going to score goals because we are creating so many chances. And that is the most important thing. And then we just have to move on. No, because...
Manchester United will have to move on 1 point from 2 matches this season. Still 16th on the Premier League log. Next game for Manchester United will be against Burnley. And if you look at Burnley, it's 10th on the Premier League log. Winning the last game against Sunderland 2-0. All right. Now, let's talk about Chelsea this morning. But before talking about Chelsea, remember Monday Night Football is going down 8 p.m. at the St. James's Park, where Newcastle United will be up against Liverpool. Well, the only player that will not be playing in this one is Alexander Isak because he's inactive. But I'm talking about the coach who has come out to say that, well, Isak is always welcome if he wants to return to the team, but questionable. Willock is questionable for this game tonight for Newcastle United. Before Liverpool will be missing the services of Burnley. Bradley is questionable also for the night's game. However, ruled out for the night's game. Bajcetic, Chambers, Frimpong, Scanlon, Williams all ruled out of Liverpool's squad for tonight's game. And looking at the odds, 2.21, 2.12, 2.21 for Liverpool, while the odds on Newcastle United remain 3.17, 3.35, 3.17. So think well. So now let's talk about Chelsea, a team that scored 5, just like Arsenal, that scored 5 goals over the weekend. I mean, how would you have a Chelsea concede and now come to score 5 goals? Don't you think this is the time to be scared of Chelsea the most? Well, just 2 matches played this season, drawing 1 and winning 1. But looking at the next 5 games for Chelsea, play against Fulham, take on Brentford, take on Manchester United and Brighton. These are the next 4 matches for Chelsea. And should Chelsea win all this remaining 4? All right, Pastor Akifewa, I got your message this morning. You will surely have your jersey with Akifewa at the back. No, P Akifewa, I mean P for Pastor. But let me get this message this morning saying, Mr. Dapo, good morning. Just relax. My wonderful team champions of the world, Chelsea, still moving. Expect our star boy, Cole Palmer, at the next match. Okay. Remember, Alex Iwobi is also waiting. All right. Now, let's go straight to Spain this morning, looking at the results of games that went down in La Liga. Remember, there are Monday Night Football games also in Spain. Well, talking about the Spanish La Liga, Athletic Bilbao tonight, 6:30 p.m. will take on Rayo Vallecano. You have opportunity to get live updates on that game on Extra Time today. And Sevilla will take on Getafe by 8:30. Those are the 2 matches going down tonight in Spain. However, it was more of a great decision from Xabi Alonso, coach of Real Madrid, over the weekend. And well, for Barcelona, coming from 2 goals down to claim 3-2 victory in the game in La Liga, shows that the La Liga will get better and will be very hot this season. 5 goals in the game between Barcelona and Levante. And well, Real Madrid defeated Real Oviedo 3-0. Was expected. Osasuna edged Valencia 1-0. As Real Betis edged Alaves 1-0. Celta Vigo, Mallorca played at 1-0 draw. Atletico Madrid and Elche played at a 1-0 draw. Some of the results in the match day 2 of the Spanish La Liga. But now let's talk transfer stories on the show as we wrap up this morning. No longer news. Eberichi Eze was unveiled at Arsenal's match day 2 in the English Premier League. However, he has spoken a lot about how he wants to repay Arsenal with the way he was hijacked from Tottenham. Now, looking at updates here this morning, Liverpool head coach Arne Slot has hinted his team does not need another forward this summer as the club continue their pursuit of Alexander Isak. I mean, how make this guy feel bad? Now, Sex Fabregas is confident that Nico Paz will stay at Como this season amid rumors of an approach from Tottenham. All right, so I'm approaching the door right now, and we're back 6:30 this evening. Comrade Ayode Shokwe, good morning to you. You look like a legal luminary this morning, although you don't have your. Is it the wig that they call it now? What did you call that? What did you call that?
I want to be a luminary in this business.
Okay, in this business, and maybe in some weekend we want to hire you, but. You saw what happened over the weekend with PDP governors during in some weekend. They're saying they are just for PDP.
I don't think so. Dabola and I, in our conversations, the owners of the party we have seen signs that they want to get back into control, but they're not going to rush it.
Okay.
You know, we saw, what do you call him? Senator Saraki, former governor, Chairman Governors Forum, former Senate President, Reconciliation Committee. We had Suli Lamido speak, and you know, some of them intervening. So that's reshaping the narrative. That is why the previous issues were resolved. I think they're moving ahead.
Okay, moving
on. But 2027 is not their time.
Okay, though they can restructure. They will restructure in 2027 and plan